Hey guys, this is Shane with Dirt Warrior Accessories. We come out with this enclosure to finish off the whole machine. Just kind of show you guys how this all works. It's all safety glass. We have options for different tints that you like on this. Anyway, we're going to kind of go over today on the easy installation of this. What you do, this actually has a locking thing on the top. Handle on the top, handle on the bottom. Opens just like a regular door. Shut it up, locks in there. Is able to cage to move around a little bit when you're going down the trail. Today we're going to kind of show you how it all installs, how it seals off, and anyway, we'll get started. Hey guys, this is just kind of showing what comes in the kit. We have the two side panels, have the main window, and then we have the clamps that actually support this and put it on. These are actually the plugs when you take it off for the summer to run it. That's the entire kit for one side. So now we're going to kind of show you how to install this. Really simple. We actually put some blue tape on here so it's a little easier to see the Sharpie marks. We're going to give you all the dimensions on all of these and exactly where to drill. We drill a 3/4 or a 7/8 hole. We come from this side in 3/4. We come from this side in 7/8. On the back, on the front, we come in 1 3/4 from the front. Hook your tape on the front of the car. On the inside of the car, out 3/4. And we take the 7/16 or 7/8 drill bit, put it right on your thing, drill right through the plastic door. Holes are drilled. We've actually already had this installed, if you can tell, but kind of showing you how this is. Drill a hole there. Same thing here, real easy. It's just a simple thin piece of plastic. Once you drill the 2 holes, we're ready to start the install. Okay, next part, go into remove the plastic clip, which will be reinstalled and reused once we start putting the other part on. And take the T30 right here. We remove this screw here. Sometimes they're really super tight. You have to get a socket in there. Okay, save this for your own. We have a replacement one for this, so just save this for when you put it back together later. Okay, next we'll start installing the front panel. What you do with it is you take one of the 1 3/4 clamps, slide it in from the front. You have a front window on there, you have to kind of work it around your trim and everything. Okay. Easiest way to do this, once you do it, is get that to squeeze together and lock in there good. Line it up flush with the front. This hole here, in the bottom of here, we actually take that clip that we just pulled out of here, slide it in here, push it back in the hole, lock that back in. Slide the bolt through into the clamp. The nut on the back side. Okay, for now we're going to leave everything loose so that we can adjust it for later. These will come solid. They won't come with a hole in it for your mirror. Depending on which mirrors you do, you'll have to cut that in. Now, these are aluminum, so it's not going to hurt when you cut through the powder coat or anything else. You can take and just touch it up with any kind of paint, spray paint, anything, you know, if the look or whatever else, but most of your mirrors will kind of seal off that gap. So that's all it takes to install the front panel. The rear panel, since we have it taken off, we take the rear panel, same thing with the clamps. Slide it in and around, squeeze it together. So it's sitting on there. This here will have you a new bolt and washer to go on the inside into this existing hole. Slide that in there, get it started. Okay, take your nut, washer, or the bolt and the washer, slide it through. Put the nut on the back side. Okay, same thing with it. We'll leave it until we get the door installed. Okay, now we're ready to install the door. We have our holes already drilled. Okay, there's an existing screw right here, which is another, if I believe right, is a T40. Oh, T30. Okay, let me take this screw out. We'll reinstall it in just a minute. There we go, main frame. Slide these in the hole. Takes a little bit to wiggle them down in there and find the metal frame on the inside. But once they slip in there, like that, gonna work it down in there, nice and tight. It's in. Replace the screw. Check that you got the hole in the right spot. Okay. Now basically the door's installed. There's a couple adjustments we're going to do now. The handle right here, which is the inside, this is going to swing up and clamp onto the top. There's a couple of nuts in here. This is a 5/8 nut, so I'll have to get a wrench and adjust that so that it tightens up tight. Once you push the door in, that'll tighten up and adjust to that. There's 2 nuts on each side of it, so you can move that in and out to where that tightens up nice and tight against that, keeps it from rattling. Eventually, if the trim gets softer or whatever else, you can tighten that up a little bit to keep that nice and tight inside the car. There's a stopping point on it on both directions. That's how it starts and stops. Other than that, on that, it's just want to make sure that you adjust those just right. It can have a little bit of play in it, and that's fine, because once you lock that on there, it pivots past the point. It can't vibrate and come back off. So then now we'll go ahead and go in through these and adjust these to where we get our gaps nice and tight. You can move these around a little bit and kind of show you guys that before you tighten them up. It seals off all the gaps. So then we can start adjusting this, tightening it up. Phillips screwdriver, 7/16 socket. Once you have that about where you want it, tighten that up. The bottom socket is a T25. Tighten up your lower. Okay. The front, same thing. Double check, make sure we got it adjusted right. It's sealing off good. Go ahead and tighten up that screw too. Same thing, 7/16 nut on the inside. Phillips tip on the outside. Basically, that's it on the install. One thing, we made this really simple. Like if I would do a lot of during the day rides, you can release this, take this, remove the one screw, take the door off, ride during the day, go back out for a night ride, slip it back in. Real easy on and off during the winter, summertime. Anyway, everything should be extremely easy to install. Hey, we're going to show you now how to install your mirrors. We actually notched this style of mirror out, which is the factory Kawasaki mirrors inside of here. Real easy to install once you have these, but it should fit about every mirror. We've run about 4 different kinds of mirrors on these. Okay, we'll tighten that up. it is. So thanks again, guys.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope that helps with the install. Hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at Dirt Warrior Accessories. Have a dirty day.